Alright, hello you guys and welcome back to our channel. We are the cringy, literally goals couple. My name's Alicia, this is Julian. So we've been together now for going on 6 years. So this video is just going to be the Q&A of what people don't know, they're going to know now. So, and it also is our cake testing. Funny story, I don't like cake. But I love Cardenas cake. And if you don't know what Cardenas is, it's like a Spanish grocery store. But yeah.
Let me tell you this. We've tried different break shops. We've tried Whole Foods. We've tried all kinds of different cakes.
You said break. You mean bake.
Bake shops. Is that a break shop?
You said break.
Bake shops.
Brickety breaker.
And literally we've tried all the cakes you could imagine.
I don't like cake. But this cake is because...
She didn't like any of them and we're full back at Cardenas.
Because this cake is like a whipped cream kind of frosting. So, this one here is flan. This isn't a part of it. This is his cake. He's going to have that on his own.
Flan.
But, so, they have tiramisu. They have chocolate cake. They have tres leches. They have a bunch of other cakes. I'm going to go ahead and put the video of us at Cardenas in right here, and then you guys could see the cakes that they have. Okay?
But I gotta say, Cardenas cake is really good.
It is good. So we're at Cardenas, and because we love Cardenas so much, I think this is where we're going to get our wedding cake.
Alicia loves Cardenas so much.
I really do.
We tried so many different ones.
You know my Sweet 16 cake was a Cardenas cake?
Really?
Yeah.
After all the ones we tried, you're full circle back at Cardenas. So.
Alright, so what we have here is, this one's the white one. What does that one say? Oh, it's like right up there. Tiramisu. Is tiramisu going to be our wedding cake? Who knows?
But like tiramisu, I've never seen like in a cake form like that though.
The tiramisu layers. I mean, we got to try it out. What if we love it?
Like tiramisu, oh, no, I'm saying like it doesn't look like a wedding cake. It looks like that, you know?
That's true. Oh, what's this one? Pastel de coco. Oh, coconut cake. I've never had a coconut cake before.
You think they have like a slice of that?
Maybe. So we're trying to find a little slice so we don't get too much. Okay, so we're looking at white cakes. This one's white, but it's tres leches. Tres leches chocolate. This one's white. These are all tres leches. Like, none of them are regular cakes. This is our wedding cake right here. Pastel decorado. I'm thinking of just vanilla. Yeah. Ooh, cappuccino mousse cake. Oh my gosh. Imagine.
Oh, flan. This is flan with cake?
Well, and that cake is really pretty.
Oh, sorry, what? Nothing was it?
Their cheesecakes are also really good here. But they're kind of like flatter, but they're really good, so. Julian grabbed a flan. He wanted our wedding cake to be a flan.
I love flan. Flan's so good.
You can eat that tonight.
I'm gonna get it.
Okay, so now you see a lot of cake. So I'm thinking they could do like a different flavor. We just have to go during the day and then just talk to someone, and I'm sure they can do like whatever you want. Oh, they can do custom. So my Sweet 16 cake was a Cardenas cake, and it was vanilla with strawberries in the inside, and it was so...
I'll be honest, that sounds so pretty good, and I would be down to do that for like a wedding cake. And
they did the design how I wanted it, and it was one of those cakes that was like a tower.
But is their cake more like spongy, or is it like really dense? Like
spongy.
Spongy?
It's like this. It's very soft. Like you can see like... Here, look at that. This is the chocolate cake. Look at how delicious and spongy that is. Okay, and then this is like the vanilla, but it also is tiramisu. So tiramisu is coffee cake. So we have our two forks here.
We'll see if it tastes like coffee. It looks like coffee.
Yeah, and it kind of fell in the car, so. But yeah, all right, let's begin the questions and then the cake eating. Okay, so let's start with the tiramisu layer slice 6 ounce. Okay, this was $4 by the way. It's a great idea. Great idea if you just want to try the cakes before you buy them. But I already know they're good. They're my favorite. So here we go. So questions. The question that I usually get the most with me and Julian is, how did you guys meet? We met I mean, we didn't really meet, but we met pretty much in middle school and high school. Like, we've known each other.
We've crossed paths.
Yeah.
A couple times. Never was meant to be at the time.
Yeah. It wasn't. Anyways, so yeah, Julian had a different type. And I didn't really like dating boys in high school because it's just like,
boys were gross.
Boys were gross, and it always happened to be like, oh, like your friend or so-and-so's boyfriend has a crush on you, but I'm like, what? Like, it was always something stupid like that. Like, it never made sense. Like, why can't I just, if I'm going to have a boyfriend, then it's going to be like my boyfriend. It's not going to be so-and-so's girlfriend's boyfriend. Anyways, so cross paths. I remember seeing him. He's half white, half Asian. So he was a lot paler back then and like skinnier. And he had a...
I was for sure skinnier. I was a lot darker back then. I don't know what you're talking
about. You were very...
no,
you were pale looking back then.
It was the darkest I've ever been.
Okay, okay. I'm going to pull up a picture and then you guys can tell me because this man was not as tan as he is right now. So, and then he had like really like spiky mohawk, faux hawk going on.
He did. I
had red hair. Do you remember my red hair?
I do. I remember you had really big hair.
I did. I was very good at teasing. I actually would tease my other friends' hair like before school would start. Because I was so good at it. But anyway. Okay, so what we were saying was he supposedly remembers me from high school, but I don't know, it's fine if he doesn't. But yeah, we're together now. Now how we came back to each other was I was going through divorce and I have a son. He's 8 years old, and so now Julian is stepdad.
I'm stepdad.
So what had happened was, it was a random night for me. I get a message from this guy and I was like, wait, isn't that the guy from high school? And I was like, oh my god. No, you tell me.
Yeah, so I was traveling abroad with my friends.
Supposedly drunk.
And maybe a little drunk at the time. I think if I remember right, I was in Singapore. Doing, whatever with my friends, and she came up on my recommended and was like, oh my god, I remember this girl. Do you remember you from high school? And was like, I thought this girl was really cute. Let me shoot my shot real quick.
He shot it, and then he didn't, like, he shot it and then he ran away.
Yeah, because I was drunk at the time, and
you were embarrassed.
I did some corny stuff.
Yeah.
Or I mean, I just like reached out and like the next morning I was just like, oh my god.
You didn't message me after that, and I messaged him because he was like, hey, like, how are you doing or something like that. And I was like, hey, I'm good, how are you? And like literally it was just like crickets. Like
we talked for a sec, like we had a small, like really short conversation. But
like,
then I was
are you still living in Riverside? It was very like, it was kind of
and I was overseas at the time, so I was just kind of like the time difference.
He was like, I'm trying to hook up with some Singapore girls.
that's not true.
Anyways, you want to try this one?
That's right.
Alright. Cheers. So the reason why I got this one is because I kind of want to do the vanilla. I already know the vanilla is good, but I know there's a little vanilla in here, so. Smells
nice. It smells coffee. I smelled the coffee.
Smells like
actually.
coffee. I like that.
That's good. I like that.
Imagine we were like doing our first wedding cake bite right now.
I honestly was expecting more of like a vanilla taste, but it's very like coffee.
That is.
I mean, it's what it's supposed to be, right?
Anyways, okay. So then that happened. It's fast forward to like what, 4 or 5 months later, something like that. I messaged him because I was like, what happened to that guy? Because when I was single, I was like dating like stupid, immature men, guys. I don't even think I could call them men, they're boys. And I was just like, this isn't working for me. Like, I need a man. Like, I need a good father figure for my son, a good job, like someone that's not very like LA. So yeah, messaged him, he messaged me back, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna push it. So I pushed a lot, and I was like asking a bunch of questions, and we were talking,
That's how I knew I got her, because I was like, you know, you gotta put the reel out there.
And then just watch
back up.
Anyway.
No, but in all seriousness, like, she just reached back out, and I knew she was like interested, so I took it a little bit more seriously at that point than just me randomly DMing her one night.
Yeah. Oh, our first date. Our first date was at Chili's.
And it's not because that's the place I chose. It was like, oh, I'll take you anywhere you want to go. Like, where do you want to go? And that's.
It's because I'm a cheap date, and I don't really like fancy restaurants. I mean, I do, but not for a first date. I feel like you're like when you go to a fancy restaurant for the first date, you're just trying to impress each other. You can't get comfortable. You can't like relax. So I felt like Chili's would be a good place. And then also I was coming down from like a sore throat, so my voice was like kind of gone. So I sounded like really raspy. And then also it was a sore throat where mucus still wanted to come up whenever you would cough. So I couldn't laugh, I couldn't really talk much, and I kept going to the restroom because I'd keep spitting out my freaking lookies. Yeah.
It's pretty gross, but hey, it worked. We're here.
You're still down.
Still down. I was down.
Let's do strawberry. Taste strawberry. They have like glazed sugar on it or something.
I love that.
You love that.
That's my favorite thing. My favorite dessert as a kid used to be strawberry pie from Marie Callender's. I was like, ish.
And mine is the strawberry cake. Dang, meant to be, huh?
Meant to be.
That's
Maybe
crazy.
we're gonna have to do strawberry for our cake.
I think we have to because it's just both of our favorites. Okay, what's another thing? Okay, so we're together for probably like 2 months. And he felt hard for me. Like, he fell in love real quick. Like, real quick. And I'm not going to get too much into detail. But, like, he would not leave my side. And I was living at my parents' house. And he was, like, there every single day. Like, sometimes he would get off of work. And he'd just go straight to my house. Like, he wouldn't even go home to, like, change. So you'd be, like, in your work clothes, like, at my house. And then he moved in. I think on month, like, 3 or 4. Something like that?
No, what?
It was pretty quick. Yeah, you moved in.
I never
super
moved
quick.
into your parents' house. We moved to an apartment.
No, you moved in because you got in an argument. And then you just
No, I never moved into your parents' house.
Okay, well, he was always there and he was always staying the night, so I felt like he moved in. And then we decided to get our apartment because he was like, you know what, like, let's just do this. And that was the 5th month that we were together, was when he said, let's go. So I was like, all right, I guess we'll go. So I was like, I'm going to put all my trust into this man because I feel like he's a good guy, and I brought my son with me. He had his own room. And yeah. And then after that, we decided to buy a home. So we went back to my parents' house, and then you really, really lived with me.
Yeah, I think that was like we were really like deciding. So we didn't get married yet, and I thought, you know, if we're really serious about each other, like we have to be able to get our finances together, be able to kind of, I want to say struggle because it wasn't really a struggle, but
it was like right when right when COVID hit too, is when it's crazy, like it. So we moved out around September or around the holidays. We moved out of the apartment because we decided to get a house, and literally that March was when COVID like hit. So like we were just like, shoot, like what do we do? Like I wasn't really getting booked that much because I model, so it was like hard for me to like model. But then luckily OnlyFans happened, and you know, so that helped me a lot. And he works for the state, so he has a really good secure job, so he's fine. So then we were able to do it. We were able to collect the coins, and then we bought our first home.
Exactly.
Yeah, and how long have we been here now? For like almost 3 years, 2 years? No, longer than that.
They were going on.
Our 4th year?
It was like towards the end of. No, it was towards the end of 2020 too. Or no. It was towards the end of 2020.
It was 2020 of.
So yeah,
September.
it's been a little over 2 years then.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's crazy.
Time flies.
That's true. It does feel like that, but we have done a lot of work. I've done a lot of work. But yeah. So, what's another question? I guess we can move on to now wedding stuff. And then we'll switch off this cake to the next one.
Yeah, which one?
Okay. Do chocolate. I don't want your tiramisu. Or no, your flan.
I don't know why you don't like flan so much. I love flan.
Look at it.
This flan is so good.
Look at that.
I don't know if you guys have ever tried flan. Well, this is flan with like chocolate or something. But have you ever tried flan by itself?
Chocolate flan.
I like grew up on flan.
It's true. Asians have some dessert that's like flan too.
It was literally flan. But
Oh, it's flan.
it was flan.
But they call it something else. What is it called?
I was talking. It was
it was actually flan.
Yeah.
Oh, but there's that one green one that
I don't know what it's called. Yeah, it's like a jello jelly.
Yeah, but it's similar to flan. All right, so to wedding stuff. So pretty much, I talked him into asking me to marry him.
You know what I noticed?
What?
This cake has an E on it.
Oh, for my
Sure.
shop.
I wonder why I put E on it.
It's the cake or the cookies brand.
Oh.
It's called Escador.
Never had one of those before. I'm gonna eat that cookie.
I've had the lemon ones. Those are my favorite, the lemon ones. Okay, so chocolate. What? Kick the dog. Okay, so pretty much talked him into marrying me. It was crazy, I know. So it happened to be his birthday, his 30th birthday. I wanted to go to Tulum, and I was like, you know what, let's do something fun for your 30th. And then also, you can ask me to marry you. Oh my god.
Okay, Papa.
You scared him. He's tired of it. We kicked him earlier too, on accident. Anyways.
He sounds super easy.
To our engagement. So we're in Tulum. It's the year 2021? Yeah, it was the year 2021. We're in Tulum. It's December. But Tulum is actually hot in December, so. My battery's already dying? Oh my god.
Wasn't charged.
No. Yeah. It was a beautiful vacation.
She let me know. I mean, she hinted pretty hard that she wanted to get married. I mean, we already bought the house, and it was kind of like the next step.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was already planning on it, but she for sure made it.
And I was like, I'm turning 32. Like, I want kids. I'm not getting any
Other than the moon, you already have.
Yeah, I want more
But,
baby.
I knew that she didn't want to have like a big surprise like engagement or anything where we had like a bunch of people around.
Yeah, I wanted to be very
private,
intimate on the beach during sunset, and he knew that, so he made it happen. But it was really funny. Like, the story's funny. Oh my gosh, the dog's right now. What's he doing?
I would say that I was very nervous. You know, I feel like even though she knew it was coming, I mean, even if it was my birth, like we went out to Tulum for like my birthday, but I mean, I feel like we already knew that we bought the house, we're going on this big trip. You wanted to have a proposal at like an exotic destination or something, and this was like the moment.
We hear him.
Yeah, leading up to it, I was very nervous.
He was nervous. It was cute though. Yeah. He even had the lady like record and take pictures like when he was doing it. So.
Oh yeah, it's the funniest thing.
Maybe I could put a little snippet in there. Oh, the funniest thing. He put the ring on the wrong finger.
I did.
That's how nervous he was.
The servers kept coming by, like, cause I had told the restaurant like way ahead of time, like, oh, you know, I'm gonna be proposing, do all this stuff. So they kept coming by, like, you want me to take some photos, like, and you could see one of the servers just like standing like
behind us.
Not right behind us, but I mean, you could feel her presence. So it was just kind of funny, and I was just nervous. And you know, when I finally went to go propose, I proposed. It was a beautiful moment.
You said like you say.
I grabbed the wrong hand.
And I kept telling you, I was like, that's the wrong hand, and you're like, no, it's not. I googled it. This man Googles everything, and he swears Google is Jesus. Like,
I misread.
He held onto the table when he came to kiss you. But anyways, so it was a very fun, magical trip. For the next cake, I got some milk. I like to put water and ice in mine. I don't know why my mom did it, so I don't know. It's just a habit now. So you're gonna get your little piece there. So now to wedding stuff.
Doesn't matter what side I get it from?
No. Now to wedding stuff. So we're three months away. I think we had like 1.5 years to plan this. I did a lot of planning. We got our wedding venue. Super excited. It's going to be in San Diego, Oceanside. And then the second wedding, the Kamai wedding, is going to be in Westminster. It's super, super cute. So stay tuned for the wedding stuff. I plan on like doing a bunch of wedding videos. I already have a few like planning ones that you can see, and then I'll just continue to post them. But yeah, I have a lot. And then also my personal page, Alicia Barragan. You can see like the little hauls that I have. I have like my bachelorette haul, and then my wedding dress ones where I'm trying on wedding dresses. But yeah, cheers. That's
that
good.
is chocolate cake.
That's good.
That's heavy.
Okay, pretend that was your first bite though. I would like it, but it needs strawberries.
I think I prefer the
vanilla kind of thing? Or do you like the coffee?
Something about the cake texture, but then this is like you need like a dense cake for like a wedding cake. Tiramisu is like too floppy.
Yeah, and you can't put fruit in tiramisu. I don't think so. It's probably too.
I mean, it's good.
It's not amazing. Next thing, where we plan on going on our honeymoon. So we decided on Italy. We might do like a Costco thing. I haven't really looked up too much on Italy, but we probably should do that if we decide to go. I don't know. I mean, everyone says that you should go on your honeymoon right after the wedding, but we also want to start like making our family a little bigger. So I do plan on having a baby soon. So yeah, we're kind of, I don't know. I do want to go to Italy that I've never been. So.
Yeah, I mean, keep getting like targeted ads for this place called Lake Como, I think.
Oh, Lake Como.
I don't know, but I think a Italy trip for like a week or so would be pretty nice.
Yeah, well, alright. So it's just crunch time now with that. But yeah, Julian literally just finally booked the hotel for like the second wedding night. And now we have to get transportation. Yeah. We should probably look into that probably tonight. But that's the end of our video, I guess. So if you have any questions, make sure you put them in the comments below. And then anything, I don't know, anything we talked about that I said would be in the description. I don't think I really said that was going to be anything. But thank you guys so much for watching our video. Make sure you check out all the other ones, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!